I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just gotta drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
That's not
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, pop the trunk.
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
My name is Melanie.
Welcome to a brand spanking new episode, brand spanking new week after we have been gone for a good 2 weeks. And we're going to catch y'all up on all the shenanigans. We want to thank our sponsors.
Oh, man, do we? We are thanking Ollie Pet today. We're thanking Alloy today. We're thanking Hungry Root today. And we're also thanking Earnin today.
All right.
We're going to be earning these dollars today.
Yes, we are. And in the midst of this economy, child, we need to earn some or something.
Man.
Okay? What happened?
Your husband just posted my new book, Successful Failure, is not, he put not available. You got to tell him to put now, not.
Okay,
For pre-order, it's my life story told through all the L's I've taken.
The video.
Wow. Kevin, if you're watching this, you got to put now available. Let's go.
Fix your typos.
Oh, sorry. There's music.
So Kevin's brand, I need to do the I have behind the scenes of us shooting the cover. So I'll edit that and put that up today. I actually meant to do it before we left. Kevin's brand new book will be out this fall in September. The announcement just came up. If you don't mind going on his Instagram and showing him, of course, y'all going to do that because y'all be loving it anyways. But it is out. It is called Successful Failures.
I love
the lessons I learned. What is it? What's
flat on my face.
The lessons I learned flat on my face. Oh, I just said that. I said that's a great tag. The lessons I learned flat on my face. And he'll be doing a video. I thought that was going to come at the same time, but there will be a little story time video that he's working on. Yeah, that he'll kind of give you some insight on what's doing. But the thing is, that's really welcome to this podcast. We're Real Life Sisters. We get on this podcast every single week to talk about what the heck we want to talk about. My name is Melissa. Did we already say that? I did. Okay.
You were good.
We're back. I did. Okay, great. We'd like to start with a segment we like to call Long Story Short. We just kind of catch y'all up on everything that's kind of happened over the course of the week, last couple of weeks, whatever the case may be. And right now, Kevin, my husband, just announced, in case you're new here, because people still don't know that Melanie is my sister and that Melanie, in that Kev is Melanie's brother-in-law. And so when we were all in Europe, boy, I tell you, Melanie being in Europe with Tabitha Brown and KevOnStage was the cat's me out, the talk of the town. Okay, honey.
There were people in my comments confused. It was really funny.
I mean, the
not
cat's
talk of the town, but it
meow,
was
the talk of the town.
That's so dramatic.
Mel done made it.
Shut up.
Let me pull my mic back because they told me I need to. Mel done made it.
That's hilarious.
She out of town with KevOnStage and
real.
Tabitha Brown.
They like, we need to understand how you are hanging out with them. Well,
I knew KevOnStage before he was KevOnStage.
Exactly.
I knew KevOnStage before he had a driver's license.
Hilarious.
And a hairline and no beard. For that long. We actually were talking about that. Mel has known Kev since you were
12 years old. 12.
Isn't that wild?
12.
And how old are you right now? 37?
37.
I forgot. 25 years.
That, when you actually think about that, like really put that in perspective, that's like Kayla's life.
Yes. I was younger than your children are
right now.
Yeah. Do I know a 12-year-old right now? How old is Jada? Jada might be 12.
She might be 12.
Jada might be 12. That is legitimately wild. But it is funny when they think of the relation. I mean, Tab is obviously our friend, but thinking of your relationship with Kev as like, and people are like my favorite influencers. That's my actual family, though. That's what's funny.
Y'all are my favorite influencers too.
Yeah, it's like y'all don't understand. That's actually. Like, I was there when he married my sister. That's what you don't understand. I was there when he proposed. I wasn't even there for that. But when he proposed and asked my daddy for my hand in marriage.
I was listening at the door.
I was listening at the door.
It's my favorite story.
Yeah. So, anyway, Kevin's new book.
So cool.
Successful Failure. And Kevin will be I'm actually really
Is
excited.
he still writing it or is it done?
No, it's done.
It's done. That's cool.
He's been working on this for books take about a year.
Oh my gosh.
9 months to a year in writing. So it's never like it be taking a long time. And so anyway, there will be a small book tour.
Oh, cool.
But I'm trying not to step on his toes because I know he's going to do the video, but ultimately it's a book about some of the failures and the lessons he's learned along the way. And if you're on Patreon, you guys know this, so this won't be a spoiler, but the app obviously is closed. So he talks about that, some of the lessons he's learned.
He made a video about that.
Oh, he did make it.
He made a video about the app being closed. Is that
Oh,
the video
then
you're
that's
talking
the
about?
video.
I
Yes.
saw that first.
Okay. So you should definitely go back and watch that and some of the lessons. Yeah, here it is right here. Kevin's streaming now. So you definitely should watch that, especially when, he's been doing these podcasts lately and I can't remember what podcast it was, but they called him a mogul and like all the comments were that. And I definitely believe Kevin to be a mogul, but with mogul, all you think of like, because they've done this and they've done this and they've done this and they've done this and they've done this. But y'all don't know the lumps.
Yeah.
And so there is a story in there that talks about how we lost a ton of money. A ton of money.
Which time? When? I didn't mean which
And
time.
and you should ask that.
I didn't know how to ask it and not, because it wasn't like a bunch of times, but I just want to know which, one time.
In the pursuit of Churchy.
That's what I thought. Okay.
In
I
the-
just was trying to make sure.
Yeah, in the pursuit of the making of Churchy. And we've never shared.
Yeah.
I mean, we've kind of
Oh, so
alluded
does
to it.
Is that talked about in the book?
Yes.
Well, praise the Lord.
Yeah, but with legal parameters, so watch what you say. Because we could still be, we had to do it in a way that legal allowed us to say it.
I wanna
She
do
knows
it
the
my
real
way.
truth.
I want to do it my way.
Yeah. Mel
But
knows
amen.
the real truth. But when you're doing stuff with,
I don't want to make I'm not a lawyer, but videos.
correct, and it's gonna be on you and us. It's gonna be on you and us. And so when you in the pursuit of what we're doing, you learn things.
Absolutely.
And we're the first people to do this that we know.
Yeah.
And so you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And then but at the point at which you know it, you probably done lost something.
Yeah.
And so whether that's money, time, headache, whatever the case may be, we've done all of those. They said they waiting on Mel's book. She can't because she gonna be sued.
Exactly.
And so the story is in there. Just know
So get the book.
that there is even more to the story. But unless you know me personally, you'll never know. But the story's up in the book. But there's a lot more in there as well. So it's just it's really great. So anyway, I'm
cool.
super excited, very proud of him. And so that's it. All right. Anything else on that before we move on to Europe?
No. You want to do this now? You going?
Oh, I can. We want to thank Alloy, who is our sponsor today.
We want to thank Ollie
right
Pet.
now, as
wanna
we are
thank
sitting here
Ollie
talking.
Pet.
Thank you so much for sponsoring today's episode. I have a dog. His name is Monty. We love him dearly. He's the cutest little dog. Literally, we talk all the time about how he is the literal perfect dog for our family. He is so sweet. He's just the sweetest, cutest, kindest, most energetic dog. And I just love everything about him. And when you love something, even as much as your pet, they deserve to have the best, including their food.
Amen.
Okay, you want them to have a really great diet plan because that helps with their energy, their lifespan, their health, all of those things. And so for your dogs, they deserve the best, and that means fresh, healthy food. So what we need you to do is head over to ollie.com. That's OLLIE.com/GJ and tell them about your dog. You'll do a little questionnaire where you'll introduce your dog, their likes, their dislikes, your dog's weight, their activity level, their health info, and they will send you a customized meal plan based on your dog's needs and what your goals are. All you're going to do is use the code GJ to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box. So if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's ollie.com/GJ.
GJ.
And enter code GJ to get 60% off your first box. And Ollie, I will let you guys know firsthand how Monty enjoys Ollie Pet once our order comes in. Is there anything else? Did I
The
do a good
fact
job?
that you can tell them what the needs are, what you want for your animal is actually really cool.
Yes.
It's like you do that for adult food, obviously, but being able to like be that specific, and that's really cool.
And remember, what you eat in your body also shows up on the outside. So from a shinier coat to solid, easy to pick up poops, all of these things are a matter of what you put in your body. And so these are important also to your dog.
It matters for easy to pick up poops.
Yeah, because you don't want that slimy stuff now.
Yeah, I know, but it's because of the food.
Yeah, that's
It's
your
like your
diet.
own poop.
That's like human
This
poop.
is great.
Yeah. All right.
Come on, Ollie Pet.
All right. Ollie offers 3 meal plans to choose from. You can choose between full fresh plan, fresh topper plan, or a mixed plan with freshly baked recipe for your special fur baby. They also offer treats and supplements. All right. Very good.
We love it.
So she said the long version. I got you, Lee John, or he. I got you. So we went to Europe
Amen.
for Kevin had his London tour date, and so we just decided to make like a full little getaway of it. So we were gone for like
10 days.
10 days, right?
10 days.
We were gone for 10 days. We started in Lake Como.
Actually 11 days. But yes.
We started in Lake Como. This is what I have to say about Lake Como. Every picture that you see, every video that you see, every postcard that you see, anything that you imagine in your mind, Lake Como is, and still you will not believe how beautiful
It
Lake
is
Como is
Stunning.
when you go in person.
100%.
If it is on your bucket list, if it is your dream honeymoon destination, if it is a place you want to go, go.
Yeah, yeah.
Go. It is different than Hawaii, and Hawaii is beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's tranquil. It's quiet. It's people. Now they don't like black. No, actually, Lake Como folk did.
Yeah, that was good.
The Lake Como folk, they liked us.
Yes.
We did a day trip to Milan. They don't like us. That's where we had the waiter.
Well, we only. Oh.
That's where we had the waiter.
Yes.
That was not good.
No.
But the Lake Como folk,
Yes. It is really it is stunning for sure. The hotel that we stayed at was very stunning. It was right on the water, so it was really, really nice. Before we get to that lunch though, I have said this long and will stand by it every single time. Europe doesn't have good food. Okay?
at all.
There's no good food there. So if you're going to go, just know this is the second trip I done took. I've been hungry. I went to Mexico. I was hungry. Went to Europe. I was hungry. But it is visually absolutely very, very nice. But yes, we did take a day trip. We did the little lake, the boat tour.
In Milan?
No, on Lake.
Oh, in Lake Como still.
That got
Yes.
us to Milan, right?
I don't remember how we got to. We didn't drive. I think we drove.
No, wait, lunch?
Oh, you're talking about the lunch in Milan.
Yes, what are you talking about?
Sorry. We're talking about two different things. I was trying to go through the whole. I'm trying to give them the full scenario.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So we did Milan for like 3 days. We ended up doing a day trip in Milan, which was only like a 2-hour car ride. It wasn't even
I
that
don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused.
How long did it take us to get from Milan to from Lake Como to Milan?
When did we go to Milan?
The lunch day was in Milan.
What lunch? Hold on, I gotta look at the pictures. Keep going. Just keep. I don't know.
Milan is the day that man told Tab, what we have is what's on the menu. And then he no longer wanted to serve us.
That was on the boat tour. We went on the boat tour and stopped.
What boat tour?
The Lake Como boat tour.
Guys are tired.
Absolutely, we're tired. Melissa, we went on the boat tour and then we were by the Bellagio and we got off the boat. He parked. We got off the boat and went up to the lunch. It was outside.
That wasn't the day we went shopping in Milan?
No, I don't. When did we go? Oh, I know what you're talking
I'm
about.
like, what are you talking about?
No, but that wasn't that same. No, we didn't even.
Then why do we keep saying that Milan people wasn't nice?
I don't know. I didn't
Okay,
do I was
regardless,
asleep the
y'all.
whole time in Milan. I was asleep. That was like the first day.
We didn't do Milan the first day.
It was. We don't know what happened.
This is the point, y'all. One of these places, listen, Mel was asleep.
I was asleep, so I could be wrong.
One of these places, we did a lunch. This is the whole point. Who cares what it's at?
Yes.
The Italy folks, the Italians don't like us. That's what you should know. We went to this lunch. And we sat down. We were starving. So we sit down. We have this lunch. The guy comes up. He gives the menu. We all know Tab is easily one of the most famous vegans on the planet.
100%.
Okay? I mean, not that he knows this, but y'all know this, okay? So we sit down. Tab says, do you have, mind you, everywhere but this restaurant, they have been so accommodating to vegan. So they have an extra menu. They have the vegan, or they're just like, oh, just ask the chef. They can veganize this. No problem. Like everywhere, they have been so accommodating to veganizing things. So we sit down. Tab's like, do you have either a vegan menu or like vegan options? And he's like, we have what's on this menu. And like,
yes.
walks away.
Yes.
So nasty, so rude.
So nasty, so
So
rude.
he comes back. We're asking him questions. I think one of us asked for like a cocktail or something. And his attitude was
so
very
bad.
like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah.
I hate this job and I don't like black people. And all of these things are happening today.
Yes.
Everything that I hate about life is happening in this moment. And I'm sick of y'all. Like that was his attitude. So we're like, at this point, we're like overly nice. Like you're gonna have to hate us out loud because we're gonna be like so nice.
Yeah.
He gets so upset, he stops serving us. So then his colleague comes, he serves us. We're abundantly nice to him, tip him so well. The guy thanked us 3 times on the way out.
Yes.
3 times on the way out. Like, it was, I know what you're talking about. Because I just remember what happened when we left is we went down on the little thing.
Yes. It's the same one. That's the one you're talking about.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I was over here like, I'm going to remember what you're saying.
We did so many. We did,
'cause we did
for
so
10
much.
days, we did 4 countries.
Yes.
So we did a lot.
Yes.
And if you're going, you don't need 10 days. But if you're going to do Lake Como, definitely do Milan. And depending on how many days you're there, I honestly would say do that train ride to Switzerland as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because that was a good time, too.
Yeah.
It was a good time, too. Depending on how many days you're there, if you're looking for like an itinerary, because the thing about Lake Como, as beautiful as it is, as scenic as it is, you don't do like 5-7 days there because you're going to be bored. You're going to want to do something else. You're going to want to do something else. You're going to want to do something else quickly. Okay. So like, if you're like, you're already over there, the hard part is done. You already got the passport anyway.
Yeah.
Do your Lake Como for 2 days or so. This is like a 5-day plan. Do your Lake Como for like 2 days. Go to Milan, do a little day trip. Go to Switzerland for 1 or 2 days, and then head on up out of there.
And be prepared to really be hungry in Switzerland.
But the people were so nice.
But that food is nasty.
The people
I'm
are
not even
so
lying. It's not
nice.
even good at all. At all. But they were very, very nice.
These people were so nice.
So we do Italy. It was a good time.
It was
the
beautiful.
people there was one truffle pasta that I really, really enjoyed, and I tried to get it again, and it didn't happen.
And we were being very like, I learned the word, I don't remember it now, but you know how in Italy all pasta is al dente, like that means to the tooth, or I think it means to the tooth or something.
It
like
means
that.
crunchy.
But it's a little
Crunchy.
undercooked, and as an American, we would call it undercooked. That's how they prefer it in Italy. I learned the cook it soft.
Yes.
Phrasing.
It's like an S word.
I don't remember what it is now, but I learned it, and I was like, instead of al dente, can you make it
Well done. Like literally they cook it. It's hard. It's hard.
It's just the way it's al dente.
I guess is that the way you're supposed to eat it? Is that the whole point?
Yes.
Why would you
because
want to eat
there
hard
it's about
noodles?
the noodles.
Why would you want hard noodles?
Because we're Americans.
It was very, very hard.
Yeah,
But
we're Americans. That's why.
so that guy was rude. So after Italy, though, we take a train ride to Switzerland.
Oh my God.
You were about to skip this, and no, we have to. So we take this train ride to Switzerland, and first of all, the view along the way is gorgeous. But we are in like business class of a train, basically, right? And so we get on there, and we? So we are loud.
6 of us.
It's 6 of us. We're talking. We're just
And we're
la, la,
excited.
la, la,
This is
la.
still the beginning of the trip.
And the train hasn't pulled off. We're like, people are still getting on. So we're talking. And this man who is sitting like the chair behind us, essentially, he says, what does he say?
Excuse me. Can you guys
Yes.
This is a
This is a library. No, he's like, this is
business class. Yeah.
This is business. And he's like, no, he goes like this.
That's what he did.
He does like this.
Yeah.
And then he points because what we don't know.
We didn't know.
Is like right beside Chance's head is a symbol of lips with the thing. Let me tell you who doesn't care. Gregory Gooseby.
At all.
All of us were like, dude, what is that? But once we saw the lips and the mouth, we like, all right.
Yeah.
Like,
we're
you
wrong.
still tripping and like telling us to hush is like wild. Greg is like.
But like, we're also wrong.
Yes. We acknowledge that. Greg doesn't. He's just telling me to be quiet. Who do you think this
So
is?
you know I'm going to talk, right?
So now I'm going to talk the whole ride.
And starts asking random people, what color blue this is?
Yes.
You think it's periwinkle?
Y'all going to eat that? Mind you, it's a 3-hour car ride. And I'm like, why is he doing that? Yes, we are it's the quiet car. Literally, it's supposed to be the quiet car. So eventually the train starts moving. The rest of us literally have calmed down now. Like, okay, we are going to be respectful and be quiet. Greg's not. He's just being annoying. Asking questions, being annoying. We're into this ride. The man who told us to hush, his phone rings.
The best thing that ever happened.
His phone rings.
The best thing that ever happened.
So we're all like,
Because we all reignite. We all reignite. I said, oh, I know you lying. I know you're lying.
not the man who telling us to be quiet.
Not in the quiet car. We got our ringers on.
And
Boy, he couldn't scurry fast enough.
he got out his seat so quick and tried to run to the little lobby thing to be in the little hallway with the door so we couldn't hear him. I mean, and there's some people behind us.
Who watch our whole interaction up top.
He was cracking up. When that man's phone went off, he was cracking up. So we are just laughing.
Oh, I know.
And he came back on.
Oh, I know. The shut up police phone ain't ringing. I just know.
It was great. It was fantastic. It was truly great.
It was fantastic.
You want to do one?
Yeah, Alloy. So this is the thing about fantastic. Sometimes your hormones are not.
Hello.
I actually listen. Where them fans at?
Where them fans at? Where them fans?
That fan was made for women going through perimenopause and menopause.
That's great.
Okay. I have learned to carry this fan with me because I be getting hot. I, for a long time, was so proud. I don't get the hot flashes. I get the night sweats, but I don't get the hot flashes. Look at me. I don't get the night. And then I got them hot flashes. And this is the problem about the hot flashes, is that they feel like someone threw fire at your head and it simmered and then it makes its way down into your body.
Oh, man.
It's not a fun experience. And you get hot. My thing is, I'm getting the flashes. People are getting the hot sustainabilities that last for a long time. Mine lasts about 90 seconds, but they're intense and they come in multiples. This is the other thing that happens. They come in multiples. I don't just get one. I get about 4-5 of them in a very short period of time, back to back to back to back. So I've learned Where them fans at? What if that's my truth, and that's where I'm at. I was talking to Tab about it actually on this trip. She has a black OBGYN I'm gonna go to because I want you to tell me to do something else. Talk to my auntie about it. My aunt Sharita. Did you see Mama's text about Aunt Sharita? And so that's where I'm at. All right. So if you are like me and you're having the problem sleeping, the hot flashes, the brain fog, the weight gain, the decreased libido, all of these things, because this is the thing, we don't talk about it, but the reality is menopause is inevitable and it's normal. If you are a woman, you are going to go through these things. And for the most part, a lot of us are going through them and we don't realize that we are. There's not a lot of science and things done. And so you go through this and you're going through it alone and you don't know the itching is a symptom. You don't know that you lose your eyesight or whatever these things, like these random things are like the symptoms of perimenopause. And we don't go to our doctor. We never mention it. And so we just don't know. But Aloe can help you live your best life, healthiest life through menopause and beyond, offering unlimited access to experts and safe science-backed treatments for your symptoms, skin, hair, sexual wellness, all delivered to your door. Because I also heard that I'm also thinking about not doing relaxers anymore because I know that perimenopause, as your hormones get crazy, hair thinning can happen, and I'd be scared about that. Okay. Aloe is fast, accessible, and their treatments actually work. What you're going to do, Aloe solutions are available by prescription, so you'll need to complete a short medical questionnaire and patient verification. You'll work with a menopause-trained physician to finalize personalized treatment, a personalized treatment plan tailored for your specific needs, and you will get a 3-month supply once approved. All right. I cannot recommend Aloe enough. Join the 95% of women who tried Aloe and saw relief in their first 2 weeks. Head to myaloe.com/GJ. And tell them about your symptoms. You'll get a fully customized treatment plan and you'll get $20 off your first order today. Head to myaloe, that's myallow.com/GJ and enter code GJ to get $20 off your first order. Very good.
Very good. And before we get back into it, I also want to tell you about Hungry Root because it is the springtime. And springtime, heading into summertime, heading into busy life and busy season, everybody has something to do, especially if you have kids. They always got something to do. And then you have something to do. So trying to figure out what's for dinner, trying to make sure everybody's healthy and eating well is just something to add to the list. And that is how you can use Hungry Root, and it can be beneficial for you. Everyone in my house always has something going on, and I don't have a lot of time to go grocery shopping or to cook healthy meals at home. And again, that's why Hungry Root can be useful to you and to me. Hello? Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped into one. They take care of the weekly grocery shopping, recommending healthy groceries and meals tailored to your taste, nutrition preferences, and health goals, because that is very challenging. It's easy to have ideas of what you want when it comes to healthy eating, but like implementing that when you actually go to the grocery store, you got to have time to go to the grocery store. And then when you get there, you got to figure out which aisle it's in. That alone will detract me. If it's not in my regular aisles that I typically hit, I'm out of there. But this is where healthy Hungry Root can come in and help you. Most of Hungry Root's recipes can be made in just 15 minutes or less, because we all need more time back. With over 15,000 recipes shipped each week, there's something for every taste and nutrition preference. There's no high fructose corn syrup, which we talked a lot about on our trip recently. There's no artificial sweeteners or preservatives in any of Hungry Root's food. Let's talk about that. They only source top quality meat and seafood free of hormones and antibiotics. They have some things that I am looking forward to trying, including creamy chicken and bell pepper Alfredo. It's always looking for ways to spice up some of the dishes that you like typically have can be very challenging. It's like you can just cook the same stuff. But Hungry Root can, kind of spice it up a little bit. They have lemon pepper chicken and cilantro lime rice, which is always a good time. Being able to spice up some rice and use that in and chicken, because that can start to feel kind of mundane. Crispy chili shrimp tacos. So just a bunch of options that you can choose from. So, take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time. Get 40% off of your first box, plus get I should say I love Hungry Root because that's what it says in the CTA. Okay. Run that again, CTA part. Okay. I love Hungry Root. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time. Get 40% off of your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/GJ and use code GJ. That's hungryroot.com/GJ, code GJ to get 40% off of your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/GJ, code GJ. All right.
Oh, there's Divorce Sisters coming to BET from Tyler Perry. I thought it was a reality show.
Oh, no.
But it's like a spinoff of
yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, so that was basically Italy, right? On our way to Italy, we did the boat.
Mm-hmm.
We did the train. Literally wasn't very long, couple hours, and then we get to Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland is so pretty.
It was really pretty.
So it's so clean. And this is what I've learned about Switzerland in the short time that we were there. What we know about Switzerland is the phrase "be Switzerland," which means mind your business. And the people in Switzerland mind their business.
Yes.
Okay. We were asking the dude the waiter about their, because he says to us, "Oh, you guys are American. I'm so sorry."
Well, I asked him something.
Oh,
I asked him something
he said,
about Trump, and then that
That's
led
right.
him to say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you guys." Like legit, I'm
Yeah,
so
it was
sorry.
funny.
So we're like, "Well, how do you guys what is y'all process?" And it's called direct democracy.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that he explained it is, if you are a citizen in Switzerland, everyone receives a voting ballot
Yeah.
in their mailbox.
Yeah.
Everyone. And you vote at every step along the way. So when it's an idea, do y'all basically, this is our understanding. Do you like this? Yes or no? Okay, great. This is how it's going to look. Do you guys have input? Okay, we're going to take your input and do a revote. Before it gets finalized into law, legalized into law, they have input all along the way.
It was really cool.
We were
hearing him explain it. We were like, oh.
He was like, yeah, that's just the way.
We're like,
that's
you guys
just the
don't
way
have
it works.
voter fraud? And
Yes.
he's like,
girl, what are you
they
talking
send it to
about?
your house. We're like, you don't have to register. They send it to our house.
We send it to our house.
I said, oh.
So then it took us on this spiral. What do we know about Switzerland? They're not in NATO. They're not in any military alliance. They are just there. They eat their food.
Yes.
And they mind their business. These people were so nice. We were there on a national holiday, which don't recommend, by the way. But we were there on this holiday. First of all, Sunday was the pre-holiday.
Yes.
And these people are dressed up and marching and playing songs all around the city. And so the next day on that Monday, we do our Segway tour, which, by the way, was so fun.
Very.
We were super nervous at first that we weren't going to catch on and get it, and we were just going to be falling everywhere, which, by the way, I did fall. I got to make sure I tell y'all this story. But by 3:00, we were we have to be done because they're going to start cutting off the roads and stuff, which they did. We eventually go to eat, and as we're sitting down, when I tell you these people were dressed up.
Oh my gosh.
In costume.
They were committed.
Fully.
Yeah.
Came in our restaurant and everything, marched up the stairs. We were like, are they in here?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Till 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Gosh.
And then the next day we left, they were at work.
Yeah, they were bright and early. They were fully committed though. It was cool that they have the kid version the first day, and then the second day is everybody. It's whatever their celebration is, but it was cool to
witness.
It's not the best to go on the holiday, but it was cool to witness that.
Everything
their
closed.
little stuff.
In Europe they don't care. They don't play about their Sundays anyway. The stuff be closed. But it was a really cool, and it was clean. They had this full blown parade. Me and Kev looked out at night after the parade. The street is completely clean.
Yeah.
Completely not New York, not you could tell something happened. Spotless.
Yeah.
Air was fresh. It was beautiful. Literally, Switzerland was easily one of my unexpected favorite spots. I would go back. I want to go back during Christmas because I'm sure it's just
very
beautiful. Anyway, we did the Segway tour around the city, and our tour guide, he points to this place. He's like, "Oh, that's the cat house."
Oh.
And we're like, is it a veterinary? Like, what? I don't understand what you mean by like cat house. I'm so confused. And he's like, cat house, women. Oh, and then there's the Gregory,
Yes.
which was, I don't actually
I think
know.
it was another
but
version of another cat house.
So maybe the cat house was like a strip club. Maybe
Oh,
they're
I thought-
both strip clubs.
I thought they were like brothels.
So maybe the cat house is the brothel and maybe the Gregory is the strip club.
Okay.
Either way it goes, it was very funny.
I thought it was very much a brothel.
It's probably both are.
The Buddha Club.
Because I don't know why he said the cat. He pointed
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
he
the
did, he
Gregory
did.
was like a different.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't understand but it was something along them lines though, for
Yeah.
sure. So we're going around. We stopped. I had the worst crepe in my entire life in Switzerland.
Because the food is gross.
Do not recommend getting a crepe there. Not good.
Or
not good
eating
at all.
at all.
It wasn't good. And German food is normally really good and healthy and thick and hearty and like stick to your ribs. And Switzerland has like a lot of like German influence. And for whatever reason though, they didn't. That food wasn't that good. But we're on the Segway. We're at the end. Literally, we probably had
We're about to turn down the final street. After we had done this for like 2 hours.
legit.
We were out there in the Switzerland streets, honey, all up and down, doing our little segue and woo and having all the fun. And we are trying to rush to get back because the driver is there and he's like, if y'all ain't here in 5 minutes, I'm leaving. So we are at the very end and about to turn down the final street. And this falls in the street,
With the cars coming.
with the car. We're like, and then trying to help her.
Child.
Tab falls.
Did she?
Yes. Trying to help her, tab falls. And so it's like,
Because them
tell the
jokers were
driver to
heavy.
leave.
The Segways are like 100 pounds. Like they're really, really heavy. And this is how I messed up. When you stop the Segway, you're supposed to lean back.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Lean
supposed
back.
to like lean back and it kind of like stops. Because you don't have to balance it. It's a really strange thing that you have to like. Being on it was kind of freaky because it goes against what you think. You kind of think you're on a bike, and this is what happens. I forgot that I wasn't on a bike because it has the handlebars. Like it feels like you're on a bike. So anyway, we're at this and the cars are going. I see the people and whoever the Segways were in front of Greg go. I think Greg is about to go. He doesn't go. So I start and realize Greg's not going. I need to stop. Instead of doing the little lean back thing, I put my foot out like I was stopping a bike.
And fell off.
The Segway don't care about my foot on the ground. So it kept going. So with the force of the bike going forward and me trying to stop, I toppled over and the bike ran me over. The Segway ran me over. I had a bruise, a little bruise.
Yes.
I'm dark skinned, so you can't really see it. But like, I took a shower. I was like, Kev, look, you can see that little bruise, and it was a little tender too. The thing ran me over, kept going, hit Greg, and Chance is freaking out because there's literal
Cars
on the side of me.
Yes.
I'm freaking out because I'm also realizing, Melissa, you finna die.
Yes.
You are in the crosshairs of traffic right now, and I'm just like, oh my gosh! Literally
mess.
2-3 minutes before we stopped. But otherwise, Segwaying was very fun.
It was really cool. Although Michelle Hill just said the founder of Segway died on a Segway.
That's
Probably
like a
doing
fun
that.
Fact. I think he felt like off a cliff.
That's not very fun.
yeah.
That's not a fun fact.
Leah said that's a fun. Oh, is your mic on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen,
I didn't know that.
I could get why. I understand. I mean, I don't know how he died, but the thing is, that thing wants to continue. It wants to
Fell
go
off
forward.
a cliff into a river while inspecting his estate. The Segway was also recovered from the river. Why would y'all add that part in there?
Because it's durable. I'm so confused. That's an unnecessary.
How old was he? He died in 2010.
I feel like I knew this actually.
Why did he fall off a cliff? His house had a cliff? I have so many questions.
I'm telling you, that thing wants to keep going.
It does. It
wants to keep going.
It's a bit of a mind. It took a while to actually, though, at the beginning, Greg either Chance or Greg got on first. They were the first two people, and they were like, y'all ain't gonna want to do this. Y'all, they were convinced we were not going to want to, but it ended up being, it's a really cool way to like see a city in a way that you wouldn't typically. But by the end, my back was hurting. My feet was hurting. I couldn't wait to sit down. I was
For some reason,
tired.
it feels like you're putting all of your weight, like the force of your weight down. And so it makes your feet hurt more than if you're just like standing or something. It's so hard to explain.
Yeah.
But your feet are definitely hurting. My back was definitely hurting. Also remembering how to turn, because it's not like a bike.
Yeah.
You want it to be like a bike so bad, but it doesn't turn like a bike. It turns more like a joystick is how I explained it. It was like a lot of like concentration to remember how to operate this thing. Otherwise, you forget and think you're on a bike, and then you fall off like me.
Yeah.
So that was a whole experience. But that's not to say doing the Segway wasn't a cool thing. It was.
It absolutely was.
It was very cool.
And something I'd recommend. It was just a different way to
explore the city.
Something else I'd recommend is Earnin, because life doesn't happen bi-weekly. So why should payday, the money you earn, can be in your hands today with Earnin? I'll never get over that little jingle that they have there. Rhyming words just bring me joy. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $150 per day with a max of $750 between paydays. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck. Then access up to $150 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. You can do maybe you want to explore the city on a Segway. You can use money from Earnin to do something like that, whether it's a night out, unexpected birthday, holiday, trip to the vet, new clothes, anything like that. Earnin can be useful for you. So make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 4 million customers who say things like, when I think about Earnin, I think about financial stability and security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Gin and Juice Podcast under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. That's Gin and Juice Podcast under podcast. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Cash outs are based on your available earnings. Standard cash outs take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees. Option to expedite your transfer for a fee. Tips are voluntary and don't affect the service. See the cash out agreement for details. Service not available in all states. All right. After Switzerland,
we went to London.
And then took a date. We got to London less than 24 hours later. We took a day trip to Paris, France. Paris also doesn't have great food.
It doesn't.
It's never had. I'm telling you. Don't ever say nobody warned y'all about the food over there, because I am being very clear about this. Okay, and we were hungry. But the shopping is really good. They have all the stores. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's beautiful. The Eiffel Tower is there, so you go. And yeah, that was a good time.
Very good, Melanie.
Are you adding things?
No, I'm not.
You're going to leave that where it's at?
Leave that where it's at. If you are on the Patreon, I'll say this. If you're on the Patreon and you have access to Kevin's vlog, you know what's missing. And then we went to London. Continue.
And then we went to London. And then we came back from London. We came back from Paris. We went back to London. We were there for a couple days.
We were in London for a long time.
We were there for a number of days. But I enjoyed it because I got to see 2 of my coworkers from Netflix. 2 of the people that I used to work with at Netflix live there. Actually, more than just the 2 of them. I was trying to see 4 people total, but timing didn't work out. But I got to see them, so that was really, really cool to be able to see them hang out, get caught up on life after Netflix, because both of them have been laid off. One of them was laid off as recent as 2 months ago. So
I didn't realize it was that recent.
Yeah, 2 months ago. So she was still in like the haze of like, just got laid off. What's happening? What am I going to do? And she's not even from London. She's from Germany. And so Netflix moved her there. And so she was like, I'm here on a visa. I have a daughter and a husband. What are we going to do? So she was still very much in that like phase. So anyway, it was just really cool to catch up with the both of them. And then, yeah, so that's what I think I also got my nails done there, which are fine. But I was sitting next to a lady who was American actually. Her husband has a job there or something, so they love it. And I was just asking her, yeah, basically if she loves it and how it is. And she was talking about how much she loves it. And I'll tell you what, I really do like London. If there was another period of my life that I was in and I didn't have the kids that I have, I wish I would have like did a study abroad or something and
In
lived
London?
there. Yeah, because it's just such a fun. It reminds me of New York and like Chicago. It's just very walkable. The food is not good again, but it's very just fun and walkable, and like it's so diverse in that way. Like
Yeah.
there's people from all
Literally.
all over. And I just think it's really, really cool. So anyway,
This
that's
was
what I have to say.
easily my favorite trip to London.
Yes.
I think it's because we went beyond Piccadilly Circus, and we got to see. Kev did 2 podcasts, and it was like out for real, and that was really cool. And y'all, I am not a vegan. God knows I'm not. Although I might have to give up pork because it be doing something to me these days that I just can't take it. But I be eating the chicken and the stuff. We went to Jam Delish.
Oh yeah.
This vegan Jamaican
spot.
food spot. The best food we had the entire 10 days. The best
I actually agree with that.
food we had.
And I'm telling you, the food across the board, not good. That food was the best.
So freaking good. The story is that it's 2 sisters who are Jamaican but grew up vegan. And so to me, that's the difference. Is that they didn't grow up meat eaters and then try to do the Jamaican thing. They grew up vegan Jamaicans, or Jamaicans who eat vegan, I guess is how you say that. And so they already know.
Yeah.
And some of my problems sometimes with vegan food is that it's science.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it be science stuff. It don't be real food. Like just be plant-based. Don't add the science to it. And then that's what be jacking me up in my brain, because like this ain't for real. And so now I just want to have the for real because this tastes like science. They had like mashed potatoes, but then with the mushrooms instead of like the jerk chicken or whatever. It was just all real food, seasoned like it was jerk chicken.
Yeah. It was really good.
Delicious. This is what I mean.
And they had good cocktails.
Now, cousin Chloe said science, ? Girl, don't do that, because tofu is science.
Oh.
Them Beyond Meat burgers, that's science. That's science. I would rather have just bean burger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I would rather just give me the real food without the meat, not the science part.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what they had.
Yeah.
It'd be very processed. It'd be straight processed science stuff. But it was delicious. Everything was delicious. Actually, you're right. Tofu is soy beans. You're actually right. You actually are right.
I didn't know that.
I did know that. I thought it, but if y'all wasn't gonna say it, I was gonna let it go. But you're correct. But regardless, the point is, number one, if you're vegan, but honestly,
Even if
you're not vegan,
it was just a good meal.
even if you are not vegan, very good.
And
It
the vibe was cool.
very good.
It was just a cool little. It was like, oh, this was a good spot. This was a good choice. We come back to London, we gonna have to go back
I
to that
even
spot.
think Chance ordered it. He said
He ordered it the next day
on Uber Eats. It was really good.
Did order it on Uber Eats.
It was
the next
really,
day.
really good.
That's so funny.
Like really good. We also had the name of the place is Jam Delish, wasn't it? And then we also did an Indian restaurant that's really
Dishoom.
popular.
Dishoom.
That was really
Or
good.
Dishoom.
And then we also ate at a
Dishoom.
steakhouse for Kev's birthday.
Oh, that was good too.
You guys, the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Oh, really? You had a steak?
Me and Kev, we split the steak.
Oh.
And normally I get we go to steakhouses and you get a steak because you're at a steakhouse, but I never finish a steak. I always think they're heavy. And once, I don't know how to explain this, but have you ever actually thought about making a video about this? Have you ever been eating something, specifically this happens to me when I'm eating a In-N-Out burger, because I hate In-N-Out, but every now and again I end up having to eat In-N-Out. And when I'm really hungry, it's fine. And then at some point it starts tasting like a burger. I don't know how to explain it, but other than that, you know what I'm talking about, Leah? Leah, no, you don't know what I'm talking about? Have you ever had this happen to you, Courtney?
Sometimes chicken, though.
Even with chicken.
Chicken.
Sometimes this happens with me with eggs. It does, and sometimes with steak. Specifically with an In-N-Out burger and with steak. When I eat it, or if I'm really hungry, in the beginning it's fine, and then there's this moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is tasting real chickeny.
Yeah.
This is tasting real beefy, and now I don't want it. I don't know what
like
happened.
It came from an animal.
Yeah, but like all of a sudden, I'm not really interested in eating this anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm done, and it's like I can't get over it. This steak was so good. Literally, they'd be like, "Oh, this steak melts in your mouth." Y'all are lying. It don't be melting in my mouth. It be tasting like a steak. It's not that good. This steak, oh my God, melted. It was so tender, so juicy, so good. It was really, really good. The name of it was called...
Oh, I don't remember the restaurant for the steak.
I'm about to tell you because I sent it to Joshua and Amara to meet us there. But it was really good. It was called Steak Restaurant. It was in Mayfair, and it's called Cut at 45 Park Lane.
That's right. That was the name.
Really good. Those are my 3 recommendations, and of all the 3, that jam delish.
It was good.
It's very good. They be doing this.
Yes. Warranted.
And if you are not vegan, you should still go.
Yeah.
Especially actually if you're not vegan,
just good
because
food.
that was really good. The mashed potatoes were good. I can't even remember. It was like this pita jerk chicken situation. It was with cocoa bread. Was it jerk chicken? It was oxtails.
Oh.
Mel didn't enjoy it. This cocoa bread was so soft and hot. Oh my God. It was easily the best thing we had, even of that I enjoy. For whatever reason, Mel didn't enjoy it. But when I tell you the bread was hot, it was soft, and whatever they used for the oxtails, maybe it was mushrooms, maybe it was something else, I don't know, but it was really good.
My problem is I still recommend the restaurant. Like, it was a good restaurant. My problem is I don't always like when vegan places will say what it's supposed to be, quotes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, well, just give me a new name. Name it something else. Don't tell me this is supposed to be like jerk chicken. Or it's not, because it's not that. And,
or it's also
and as a
like
person
scallops.
who's not vegan or vegetarian, I actually eat those things. So then I am expecting a very similar replica, almost exact. And that's not what it is. And if I go in expecting something new, then I'm just going to go in expecting something new. And I can enjoy it and the seasoning that you're choosing to put on it. But if you say like fried chicken, well, where's the fried chicken? And it don't be that. So anyway, but outside of that, if you don't have that mindset and you just go in like looking to eat good food, I think it will it'll be good. So that'd be my issue.
Which I agree. That's actually low key part of my problem with some of the stuff. It don't be a correlation, but because all of this was just food, I don't know how to explain it. It was just really good. It's Jamaican oxtail cocoa bread. It's soft cocoa bread filled with wild mushrooms and roasted jackfruit, sweet pickled onions, plantain ketchup, spring onion aioli, and Jamaican gravy. Phenomenal. Oh my God. It was so good. Something else they gave us, and it was fried. But when I tell you this was fried like fried chicken, I don't even remember what it was. But it was fried, like crispy. It was so good. Everything was really, really, really good. Anything else? And then Kev had a show. 3,000 people.
It was a lot of people in there.
3,000 people showed up. And then we got up out of there. We was ready to...
Oh, my gosh.
It was time to go. The only thing I would have done... We've talked about this. The only thing I would have done differently, I probably would have done a full day in Paris, maybe even a day and a half instead of coming in and flying out on the same day.
Oh yeah.
Flew in, spent the day, and then maybe flew out the day after. And then I would have done an extra day in Switzerland. That would be the only kind of mix-up that I would do. Because we were in London for a long time. The weather was beautiful also.
It was
I
really
think
good
someone
weather.
will have to tell me this, but everybody was talking about, like, every taxi we got in, they were talking, it was literally the talk of the town, that it was like 87 degrees or something like that in London.
Which never happens.
Beautiful.
It was really good weather.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And look at this weather. It's such a, like, everyone was talking about how nice the weather was. And then as soon as we left, it was cold.
Oh my gosh, the morning we left, it was
freezing.
It was like we left Sunday, Friday, amazing. Up until that point, it was amazing. Saturday was like 6 degrees. It went from 76 to 70 Saturday, and then Sunday morning it dropped to like 56. Yeah, it was cold. We were like, oh,
we got out just in time.
So yeah,
it was great.
It was really, really a great time. Definitely. If you're looking forward to do a Europe tour, those are some good spots to stop in for sure.
Yeah. All right. We're headed toward the end.
Yeah.
We can do one of two things. Do these Pop the Trunks, or just really quickly, I want to tell you guys I started watching Survivor. Did you start it?
I did start it.
Okay. What episode are you on? Or are you enjoying it?
Yes.
This is what's so funny. I'm just going to say this really quickly. The funny thing, if you have siblings, you know this. There were a couple times on this trip that Melanie was trying her darndest to lie and say yes or be agreeable or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter. And every time I clocked, she was lying. Every single time I clocked, she was lying.
I really be trying to agree and like don't show it on my face, but I be like, oh, y'all are enjoying
And you
this.
see how her voice went up? That's how. Mel, you want to go to Macy's? Yes!
Sure. Absolutely.
Of course, that's where I want to go. I was thinking that 2 minutes ago. Wow, wouldn't it be great if I could go to Macy's? Like, that's how Mel was. Mel, you want a coffee? Yeah, I love coffee.
Oh my gosh, I hate coffee
was
so
just
much.
thinking
But yeah, if everybody
how
is
much I
having
love
coffee,
coffee.
yes, I will join the fun. I don't like missing out on stuff either. So I'd be like, okay, who cares? It's fine. I'll just deal. So that's how I feel about Survivor.
Meanwhile,
I watched a few of the episodes, but you know what happened is I downloaded the episodes and I started watching number 1, and I guess because I didn't finish, then it expired on me. So I couldn't watch the beginning of it, and I feel like I needed it to get in.
content?
Yeah, but I mean, you get it eventually. Like on episode 2, I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. But I was also really sleepy. So I need to try it when I'm not sleepy.
You're not.
Go ahead, though.
I
I know the people.
Okay, I do want to watch Sister Wives because I know they're going to go over the unaliving episode, the son that unalived himself. But I don't have emotional capacity. That's why we were talking earlier about emotional capacities. And I don't know that I have emotional capacities. Kennedy Ryan's book, the new one is called Can't Get Enough, I think Can't Get Enough. Comes out on the 13th. She sent me an ARC because I'm somebody.
What's the ARC?
Advanced reader's copy.
What? Okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't come out until the 13th.
Got it.
So I'm already reading it.
Advanced reader's copy.
Okay. Anyway, so I started reading it on the plane, and just as a trigger warning, there is which we already found out in the other books, but it goes into details that Hendrix's mother is suffering with Alzheimer's. I cried on that flight home. I cried on the way as well, but certainly on the ride home, and so I didn't have a lot of emotional capacity. All of that to say, in Survivor, the episode that I'm on, 3, 4, somewhere around there.
With the man?
So you know I think her name's Eva, the one that has autism.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and you saw her tell, I think his name is Joe, that on her team. Did you see that part? No. Okay, so I think his name is Joe. There's like a father figure that she kind of adopts as like her father figure or whatever, and so she shares with him.
Black guy?
No, I want to say he's Latino.
Okay.
She shares with him that she has Alzheimer's. That she has autism. And so she's like, when I'm overwhelmed or whatever, I need to be like grounded. And the way for you to ground me is to like grab my hands, rub my hands or something, she says, and like that'll help ground me. So they're going through all of the little, are they called challenges? Okay.
Yes.
So she's going through all of her, they're doing the challenges or whatever, and they finally get to this one and she's struggling. Have you seen it, Leah?
I saw the clip. Yeah.
Girl.
I know.
So she's going through the challenges and she is struggling to get this challenge done. And so she starts crying out of frustration, which I get because I would be crying too, child. It was like a lot. And, you know, when you feel the pressure, you're the last person on your team. Like, it's a lot of pressure. So she starts crying. And I'm like rooting for her, by the way. Like, please let her get it. Please, please, please. Just because you know she has autism and like you don't want her to like get overwhelmed. So anyway, finally she gets it. She's crying while she's doing it. Finally, she gets it and she like starts screaming. I'm assuming they cut some of this out because she's like, at the end, she was like, I know you guys saw me like screaming uncontrollably, crying all uncontrollably. And you could see it, but I'm assuming
it was more.
Yeah, they edited some of that out. Anyway, what I didn't know, because this is my first time watching, is that they're on the same team at the beginning and then they do a shakeup and they separate teams. So they're no longer on the same team. When they're not on the same team, apparently you can't like fraternize with members of the other team. And so the dad figure is on the separate team and he's staring at her the entire time. Like out of concern, like trying to make sure she's okay. She's trying to do, and you just see him just like
I haven't got to that episode.
So finally at the end, what's the host name? Jeff says, Joe, you can go over and hug Eva. So he runs over.
Oh, this is
gives
so
her,
sweet.
oh my God, gives her a hug. He's trying to calm her. He grabs her hands like she's like, grab my hands, grab my hands. So he grabs her hands like he said, and he's rubbing her hands to ground her. And he's like, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
Oh, this is so
Take
sweet.
a deep breath. Take a deep breath. When I tell you I was undone.
Wait, what episode is it?
Like 3, 4.
I got to the point where they switched teams. They just switched. Everybody just.
It's
got
like
the
one.
shakeup.
It's like maybe the episode after
so
that.
I'm close.
Yeah.
Okay. That's terrible. I mean, that's. I don't know. I was gonna say terrible. It's not terrible. It's sweet. It's sweet. That's
tender.
the right word.
I was. He was like, "This isn't about gameplay. You know, this is about real life." And if my daughters were on here, I would want someone to comfort and console her in this way. And I was just like,
oh,
I can't take this because I thought it was this show and now I'm crying. Like, I was just a mess.
Well, we had another moment like that too. I think it was, I just saw the clip, but that guy who had the stutter.
yeah, that's the one I thought you were
called it
talking
out
about.
And was like, how should I help you? Or
yes.
should I help you?
And he was like, thank you for asking.
Yes.
I was like, oh, this is so
Really
You're like,
sweet.
what is this show?
Yeah.
Literally, I had that thought. Are you guys awoke?
Yeah, literally, I didn't expect
Why are
it to
you so
be
aware?
like so tender
Yeah,
in
yeah.
these moments when this is Survivor, and I'm thinking this is like a ruthless, and it is because listen, the one team that they was losing all their players,
Oh, they lost them all.
girl, they was sleeping outside. They said it rained last night, and they was just
Girl.
curled up like this.
Yes.
I said, and it would be at that moment, kick me off,
Amen.
vote me out. I can no longer
Yes,
do these
do
things
this.
with you. Get me on up out of here. But boy, I tell you, it was so tender. So I'm not fully caught up. I'm only like
It's
just
season
beyond
48.
Yeah, it's season 48
by
that
the
I'm
way.
on. It's still whatever season. Yeah, it's 48. It's still airing
Yeah,
currently.
right now. I tell you what, this is not a good answer, but it's my truth. When I saw the stutter thing, I said, this is so amazing that they are like being aware and like having this dialogue. I wonder if they've been sued before.
Oh, did
That's
you want?
where my brain went.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Well, my brain was like, no way this show's been around this long and hasn't
They've
had
made adjustments
a
apparently.
lawsuit. And then they just pivot. There's probably some settlements in there, and then the show just comes back better.
Well,
That's my brain went.
I would like to say that I thought that moment was very tender. I'm
Yes.
all in on like I've always said this, but I thoroughly enjoy like the competition reality game shows. I actually Courtney and I worked on like actually making one before. Like this is some of my favorite forms of TV is this style of like reality competition shows. It's really cool for me to go back to what I would consider one of the originators of that is Survivor, and I never caught on. This is the first time I've ever watched Survivor, so it is really cool to see like the alliance thing. I remember watching, what's the Netflix one in the boxes, and like your popular, The Circle, and I was like literally watching it, and I was like, is this person a plant? Like, why are they using alliance? And everyone's like making these alliance. Like, I was like, someone has to be a plant that they know that these are the things you should be doing, not realizing this is off the backs of Survivor. This is one of the first shows that done that. So anyway, it's a really cool experience for me to kind of see the originator of the show or of this form, this style of content.
The other thing revelation I had while watching it was, I didn't know that they was outside and not taking showers and stuff. I literally was watching, and when I got to episode 2, I said, no, she still got the same outfit on. It's one of them girls, she got like a yellow and red, because in my head, I was like, that reminds me of like fire. And so when I got to the next episode, she still had that on. I said, now how long are y'all outside for?
Yeah.
I'm happy that reality shows and like competition shows have evolved to a point of being inside buildings and villas and apartments for the circle where you can shower and eat proper food, because it's not necessary. It just feels so extreme that everybody has to always be outside
without tarps, without food,
tarps and food,
without
there's worry about bugs and what about your water? I don't have time for that. So anyway, I didn't know that this show, and I don't know why I didn't know that. Apparently this is a well-known fact. I thought they was inside a house or something.
Child, they are absolutely outside. Someone I was telling Courtney, because she has been
a fan. Black girl?
Yes. She has been a fan of Survivor for years. And so Courtney was asking me earlier, like, who are your favorite characters or whatever? And I was telling her that this is my first experience with Survivor. And I understand it's 48 years. And there's basically, a code of conduct, so to speak, how you operate on the show, how contestants are expected to. I don't know any of this. This is my first time watching. And so what I didn't know and what I didn't like, because I didn't know, but I didn't like that people were like, say it's playing too hard. She's running off to find, what do they call, idols?
Yes.
She's running off to get the idols. She's running off to do this, and she's not building camaraderie with us. She's not building relationships with us. And I'm like, you shouldn't be building camaraderie either. You should be out there looking for the idols with her. I'm so confused.
People don't like her for that. I
so
didn't know that.
Apparently, Courtney was saying that people don't like you have to be more discreet about looking for the idols and be present when it's time to like build the relationships with the people.
Got it.
I didn't know this, so I was like, why are y'all giving this woman a hard time?
Yeah.
Why are y'all giving her a hard time? Like, let her do what she needs to do and everybody else relax. But apparently that's like what you're supposed to be doing. So I didn't know. I didn't like that. I don't like how they're coming at Say, though. I think she is a strong player. I do think she knows what she's doing. Yeah. And that's just intimidating to the other players. Yeah, and that's why they're attacking her that way. But she's really, they focus so much on Say's team the first few episodes. I don't really remember none of the mother folk.
And that Say and that girl Mary or something, right? Wasn't it those two?
Oh, they didn't like each other.
They didn't like each other. They was beefing.
Yeah. And Cedric low-key get on my nerves too.
I don't like him.
Yeah, I didn't like him either.
I didn't.
He made the right decision later on.
Yeah, but he almost didn't.
That's true. Oh, if you made it that far.
And she had to like plead her case.
Yeah.
And that got lied. Anyway, what a time.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep watching because there's nothing else on. That's my truth.
Aren't you watching Atlanta?
I tapped out.
Oh, you did?
I don't like Portia is one of my absolute favorite reality stars. Her glow up and change from being with Cordell to who she is today is one of my favorite reality TV glow up situations. This season and her on this season sucks. I don't like these new women. Sorry, I don't. I don't like the storylines. I don't like what Portia has going on with Dennis and Drew. I think Drew's situation is the most interesting, and they're not giving her enough time. She is getting a divorce from her husband, and he's living in the basement. Talk about that. Show me how that's working. Show me why every other weekend she has to leave her house so he can come up from the basement to upstairs to spend time with the kids. That's interesting. What Portia got going on? No. Them other girls? No. And they all look the same. And listen, black people don't all look the same. Them women, they look the same. They got the same weaves. They got the same BBLs. They got the same tummy tucks. They got the same, I'm about to say, what are these breast implants?
Yeah.
They all look the same. I don't know I don't know what's happening. Nothing. Sorry, I'm out. I am out. I will watch the reunion and have no idea what happened the whole season, but it'll be enough drama to watch. So I'll watch the reunion. That's when y'all see me next. I'm not watching that show.
Oh, you're out. Someone said to watch Cheat. I watched that show.
This is on Netflix.
Child.
It's
Yes.
bad? Why is it
Chaotic.
called Cheat?
Because I cheated on you. And now I'm taking you on this show to prove that we should be back together. And then there's a therapist to help us work through our issues.
I cheated on you, but we should stay together.
Chaotic. Because folks, this is the other problem with this show. Folks are lying.
About what? About their cheating
Correct.
situation? They're not
So-
telling the truth that they...
So this guy on here, he admits, I think, to one of the times he cheated. And she's like, well, so-and-so texted me. This is what she said. You also did this. And he's like, no, I didn't. 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 Then he finally is like, yes, I did. But then what's crazy is he's like, you know, because I gotta own my stuff. Like if she, then I'ma own it. Sir, you had all this time to own it and you denied it.
You denied
And
it.
now you want to own it. And now it's like, down to like, he was like, I didn't do it. And I'm ready to put a ring on it, essentially. So if you don't believe me, this is essentially an ultimatum. You're going to believe me and we're going to be together, or you're not going to believe me and we're going to move on.
He's the
But
cheater?
you never admitted that you cheated. And you've been lying to me that you cheated.
That's what the people, when people cheat, they be trying to like, you're stuck in the past.
That's what he was saying.
We haven't
It
addressed
took me 10 years.
the past.
It
I'm
took me
not
10
stuck
years.
there.
It took me, he's like, it took 10 years for her to get over the first one. I don't have another 10 years. Well, the clock for the second 10 years will never start if you
And
don't admit that
that you-
you've cheated.
I wouldn't be good at it anyway. Mentally cheating, I'm too petty. I'll be stuck there. And now I have to bring it up every single day. Oh, you hungry? I bet that bitch is too.
Oh, hello!
Like I wouldn't be able to make it. So this is stupid. I'm gonna watch though. Amen.
Yeah, the
Seems
one
right
girl,
up my alley.
the one girl is like, I don't have forgiveness in me. Is essentially her
Amen.
attitude. I don't have forgiveness in me, and also I don't have forgiveness in me to forgive you. But you, Mr. Man, I think I like you.
She like somebody else?
Sure enough, she sure do.
Amen.
And he like her back.
Amen.
And then when they put the wall
Do
down,
what you gotta do.
they put the wall down, and then the two sides got, because it was basically like one villa and then a separate villa, but
Yes.
it wasn't like the cheaters and the non-cheaters. It was like a mix-up
Yes.
of both on both sides. So they put the wall down, and you could sleep because they've been doing, the therapist there is kind of doing the work to like bridge the gap so the couples can get together. He didn't go back with his person.
He went with the
He just slept by himself in his own bed on his side of the villa. And so she was sad because the dude that was gaslighting the whole season was like the guy. Okay, get it right. The girl who likes the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
His girlfriend, now the ex-girlfriend, basically was speaking up to the guy that was gaslighting. And so he was like, you need to relax and mind your, basically you need to be
Mind your bu-
Switzerland.
yeah.
Shut up and mind your business.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I'm finna stick up for my friend. And then when the walls went down, they kind of had like energy. Because she was like, why would you defend him?
Yeah.
And he's wrong. Instead of defending me. And he's like, well, I didn't want to have beef with him because we're in the house together.
Got it.
Plus, also, I don't know how much I like you because this other girl like me and I think I like her too.
Oh wow.
that
This
he
is
didn't say
messy.
that part.
This is messy.
But that's kind of underneath it all.
I'm gonna watch it.
That's kind of underneath it all.
I like a little miss.
Well, it's definitely messy and a little crazy and a little chaotic. And I didn't finish it. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, anything else?
When I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, I'll turn it on.
Tab,
Nothing else.
Kev, me, Kev. Actually, no. Tab and Mel. Actually, tell on yourself before we go.
I was up around 3 this morning. I woke up and I went to sleep at 8 because the time zone has been kicking my butt. And so I woke up at 3 and I was hungry because the opposite was happening when we were traveling. We were overseas, and when I would wake up in the middle of the night, you're starving. So now I'm home and I'm starving, and I didn't go grocery shopping. I didn't do nothing stuff I was supposed to do. So I made noodles.
Spicy noodles.
Spicy noodles at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then Tab texted and said, y'all
Y'all
wake. And I was like, I am. And then shortly after,
Like 30 minutes after.
Liz said she was awake. And then Kev tapped in and said he was awake. Greg was in there snoring, sleeping like a baby. I was like, how are you sleep? How come your body is not messing up? I was awake. So, and I'm sleepy right now. Very, very sleepy right now.
I feel good right now.
Oh, man, it hit me and I got stuff to do.
You got to make a single day Mayo meal, Mel. Whatever you do, don't take a nap.
I'm going to take a nap.
Then you're going to be messed up.
And then I'm going to if I go to sleep soon, then I'll wake up before bedtime. I can do all the things with the kids. I can work a little bit and probably be sleepy again by midnight. That's
that
better.
Awful. If I go to sleep at this time and then wake up in the evening, I'm not being productive for real.
Oh no.
I'm done for the day. People are asking us about Beyonce. We go to Beyonce's concert on Wednesday. And so we'll come back and tell you guys about that. I'm very excited. I don't even know what outfit I'm wearing, but I have been practicing my rhinestone make. Did the girl show you their little makeup? Kai's was off?
Oh, you put them stickers on her?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering where they came from.
Stickers?
There were some star stickers on her face.
Yeah, they were on McKinley's too.
I didn't see star stickers on McKinley. I saw
I
diamond things only, and then star stickers.
I did stars here, and I did little like pearls right here.
I see it
on both of them. I did McKinley first, and Micaiah said, "Auntie, I want a sticker."
Of course you did.
I said, "I know you do. Come on in here. I'm gonna put it on you too."
Every time. I tell you what, this last thing, then we're really gonna go. The last day, Saturday. I think actually Friday going into Saturday. Micaiah called me at 7 a.m. in London time. It was 11 p.m. in L.A. And on FaceTime, I said, hello, mommy, come home. I said, soon. Mommy, come. I was like, soon, baby. We are going to leave. I got one more day. She was like, and then like walked off the iPad, the FaceTime. I was like, Greg, we have to come home. This girl is upset. She had called throughout the week and had been like, she would just be like, mommy, where are you? I'm away. I'm with daddy. I'm going to come. Okay. Mommy, where are you? You're not at auntie's house? You're not at home? Where are you?
So where could you possibly
So
be?
that last day, she said, mommy, come home.
Now.
It was really, really hilarious. So anyway.
We're saying congratulations to Caleb because he just passed the 2025 bar exam, adding to the 5% of Black attorneys.
How dope is that?
And that's freaking amazing.
Train me so I can pass the baby. But no, I'm just kidding. That's amazing.
That's
Congratulations.
Freaking amazing. Very,
very dope.
Very
if you
amazing.
need a lawyer, because I'm not one, but we got one in the Patreon.
So you can explain the thing.
Yes.
That's really amazing, Caleb.
Congratulations.
Very, very congratulations. I know that was a ton of work and concentration and study.
So dope.
And to be able to buckle down and pass. Boy, I tell you, congratulations. All right, that's it. That's all. We will be back next week. Is McKinley's last day of school at the end of the month?
No.
The boys is. Both of them.
Goes into June.
Oh. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye. Can we?